Okay. Call our meeting to order for July 22nd. And let's all stand. I want to welcome everybody. And let's put somebody to work here today. Mr. Tenney, how about leading us in the pledge?
You've never asked. No need you. I've been here for 16
You
months.
get paid extra for this.
Yeah.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Bob. Roll call, Mr. Howell.
Here.
Mr. Sigler, and I'm here. Let's move right into, are there any communications, public comments? We did, is that, we're going to cover those things from the PWA and that stuff later or now?
It's up to you.
Let's move it later.
Okay.
Let's move on. Let's have approval of the minutes, guys, and then we'll move to some of our.
I'll make a
reports.
motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second that. It gets moved and we're dispensing of the reading. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Let's jump right in and let our guest on the phone.
Yeah, we got Scott Turner from Valcraft, right?
Bachcraft.
Valcraft. Okay, still, I want to call him Wiggins
I gotta
Engineering.
call him Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins
You
Engineering.
can, hey, we're still very confusing. How about that?
That's right.
So
All
Well,
right.
for our minutes, we always refer to it.
yeah, exactly. Hey, I don't want to keep you guys. We do have some good news. Our pumps came in where they're being shipped, and we'll have them on Monday, this coming Monday. Everything else except for one panel is ready to go. So we think that we'll not next week, but the following week, we'll be trucking our way up there. So look for us that first week of August. That's what we're shooting for. To do the two smaller sites, and then we're expecting receive the these other pumps for the clear wells probably by third week of August. So we should be done hopefully with the clear wells. Everything will be built before they get here, but it looks like that we're on time with that shipment. So all is well. Hopefully for us to knock out phase one and phase and start on phase two here really soon. So we'll be submitting some drawings in that for phase two no later than next Friday, Jason. Just to let you know that. So,
Okay, so the first week of August, what sites are you going to address when you come up?
is it Anderson? I keep saying Anderson. I know it's not.
Adamston?
Yeah, Aniston and gosh, what was the other one? If you said it, Despard. Yeah, Despard. I don't know why I have a hard senior moment with those two names. I just do. But yeah, those are the two sites.
Join the
Two
club.
sites, okay.
Join the club.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah,
All right, so
and,
we have Despard Tank and another one, Adamston. And Clearwell's coming up after that.
and the clear wells will be immediately following. If not,
Yeah.
we'd love to do it parallel if we could, but we'll see.
Right.
But yeah, that's where we are. I'll send you, Jason, a couple of pictures of where we are with. I'm going down there Friday, but Billy was telling me these clear well tanks are they're giant. We finished building one of them, so they're huge. But I'll send you some pictures, and it's going to be pretty impressive when this is all said and done. So
When you said shortly after the first week of August, you're looking around the middle of August?
yeah, we're hopefully to do middle of August to get the pumps and be ready. I would say we're hoping to be completed with the first two sites, and then we start on the clear well that second or third week of August.
Perfect, okay, that's awesome. Okay.
All right.
Guys, do you have any questions, Paul, Chad?
No.
Hey, Scott, thanks for being with us.
Hey,
okay?
thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
Gotcha. Have a good
Thanks,
day.
Scott.
man. All right,
Thank
let's move
you,
back to-
Jason.
Let's move back to our meeting now and go to our financial items, Mr. Manager.
You want to go back to correspondences?
Well, okay, I thought we were going to do that later, but we can do it now. Okay.
Take the flow here. I'm confused poor Starlin back here.
If we have the one about the Christmas parade and the Winterfest.
Yes, so we received correspondence from the West Virginia Italian Heritage Festival.
Their parade.
And they are inviting us to their Grand Feature Parade, and it's on Saturday, September the 5th, 2026. Last year, Mr. Sigmund and his family partaked in that on our behalf. You may register again this year.
Yes, what days
It is Saturday, September 5th, 2026.
Labor Day weekend, Saturday, Labor Day weekend.
we'll put that request in and I'll get back with it.
Okay.
We can get somebody there, I'm sure.
And I'm sorry, what was the time?
You have to be there 8 a.m. The parade starts at 10.
It lasts about 45 minutes.
Well, if it's not me, it'll be Heather.
Well,
my
yeah,
daughter.
if for some reason you can't,
Yeah.
we'll get somebody in there. But I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we all agree we want to participate, so I think it's a consensus.
Yep, and I'll go ahead
Okay.
and get us registered on that. The next one is asking for a sponsorship, and the sponsorship to go to the Progressive Women's Association. They are the facilitators of the Clarksburg Winter Fest, and that's going on December 4th and 5th. We always partake in that parade, and it's usually on a Friday night, isn't it? Or is it a Saturday?
Well, I'm not sure. Sometimes it's on Mondays,
It's-
Fridays. I
yeah.
used to work with her when I was president of the Downtown Associates. Let me ask you something.
Mhm.
Did we pay to get in that last year to be in it?
They've always let us get in for free.
Yeah, that's what I saw that. And I used to work with the parade committees over the years. I'm old, long time ago. We did have Santa Claus. Anyway, but we never paid before. We were looking for participants.
Yeah, looking for participants and the sponsorships. I just wanted that. We've never given any money in the past.
We'll participate.
The lowest is $100.
I'm for it.
Yeah, I would normally do this anyway, but I just wanted you all
Yeah.
to know it's $100.
Yeah, let's, we can, we'll help the PWA at that level, but,
Yeah.
you know, and we'll participate.
Perfect. Okay.
You okay?
Yeah.
You okay, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I'm going to vote on that, so we're spending $100 probably.
I've got discretion.
Oh, you're gonna do it out of yours? Okay,
Yeah, I've got
you got that limit.
20,000.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to move on to the financial items here. Unaccounted for water loss report. This is for month ending May 31, 2026.
All right, our net monthly accountable was, 230,855,000. Our net monthly sales was 138,738,000. Our bulk water sales is still up there at 1.4 million. Our net gallons lost was 90,712,000, which gave us a percentage loss to finish of 36.36. So the monthly accountable usage that we was able to account for in leaks was 15,135,000, and monthly unaccountable water loss was 75,577,000, which gave us a monthly average of, for that month, 30.29%. Unaccounted for, which puts us our year-to-date average at 24.41.
That's my first project.
When this project's over with,
Yeah.
to kill us on accountability, but we know it's just gonna be short-lived, so we'll be back on track.
Any questions, guys? We have the report in front of us. I bet it's gonna be part of the minutes, so we'll just move
Yep.
on.
Okay. All right, we're moving on down to, we're gonna consider some quotes from the following vendors. Up first is Core and Main. This is for 430 5/8 by 3/4 Neptune meters and 8 1-inch Mach 10s, which they're both Mach 10s. It's the newest, that's what we're replacing our meters with now. The old Neptunes are no longer being supported. So now they have a new meter called the Mach 10, which is the Neptune meter. This, just last month, we had 11 of their Metron meters fail, just quit working. The month before that, we got a handful.
So we took the system over.
These are
Yeah,
Summit
bad.
Park meters.
These are
Park
Summit
meters.
Park meters, yes. These are Summit Park meters. I know that's a big ticket item.
Yeah,
However, we have not closed out the financials over there. And according to their accountant, we're looking at about $75,000 at the end. It's going to be coming over into the water fund.
no, just let's explain that. They're coming over. That's coming from 75,000 into our
Yes,
account.
yes.
Not on Okay.
Yes,
Which will reduce,
75,000.
will that reduce this then down?
Yes.
Yes, you'll be.
I was gonna say, with due diligence, we had caught a lot of this stuff. Apparently, we moved along pretty quickly.
But we've also,
$178,000 is a lot of money.
we've also had, the rates was a little bit higher for those few months, so
Yeah.
that kind of offsets a little bit too. Don't know how much, but it's still,
Not much.
but it still offsets a little bit just so we can get those meters done because it's not good to have that many.
Well,
keep
let's
failing
face it,
us.
guys, we own it. And we have to take care of it. We use these radio read meters everywhere. We want our system to be complete, so let's move
Sure.
on this.
What bid are you recommending?
No, we need both because there's 430 of the 5/8 by
And
3/4,
eight of the
and then there's 8 1-inch.
You only got one bid?
This is who has Neptune. They're a sole source provider. Yeah.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve the purchase from Core Main, the amount of $184,090.
I second that.
And that's with the understanding we're gonna recoup some of that.
Yes,
Okay.
I want to make sure I made that clear that once they
And
close
that'll
out
be in the minutes, that part of that will be recovered from Summit Park.
from the closeout of the financials, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which
All
is
right, folks,
projected about
any more
75,000.
questions, Chad, Paul? All right, all ready to vote? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the ayes have it. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so the next quote is for Thornhill, and there's going to be 2 quotes for this. And I'll have Dave Barnett here explain the purchase of these. There will be 3 vehicles. One, 2025, that's an F-350, and there's going to be 2 2025 Ford F-150s. And it's in the budget, and he's going to explain why these vehicles are needed.
So we're talking 3 cars, 3 trucks.
Yeah,
Three trucks.
3 trucks. One of them's gonna be the new duty truck. We're gonna make the old duty truck the valid hydrant maintenance truck. And then the 2 F-150s are so we can split up crews, when we're doing painting on payments and stuff like that. We have more people than we have trucks now, so. That's what the 2 F-150s are gonna be for.
Okay. What's the bottom line on all this?
Okay, so the reason they spec'd out at F-250. You can't get them. The only ones you can get in the
These are
state.
gas, they're not diesel,
These are
right?
diesel.
The F-350
The
is diesel.
F-350 is diesel.
Okay, you go 1
Gasoline.
diesel and 2 gas.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. He wanted a 250. None to be had in the state except gasoline, and we don't want that.
Okay.
So that's why we have the F-350 in here. It's available. It's on the lot down there. Already has a utility bed on it. It's ready to go for $72,957.
Is that from Thornhill?
Yeah.
That's from Thornhill.
And the other one? Sorry, go ahead.
You can make a motion.
All 3 of them are from Thornhill.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what was the other one? A 350 and what were the other ones?
2 F-150s.
2 F-150.
Yeah, and those are gonna be used to split the crews up when we do non-payments. Anything don't take 3 people.
Since the change of directors down there, we no longer have crews in 3s anymore. He sends some of them, he sends out just with 1 if it's a small job, 2. Mostly it's just 2, unless there's a leak like today or something.
I mean, for as much business as we do with the other cars, I knew that 350, I'm good about making a motion on that, but can we, sort of look for better quotes for this? F-150s, get a couple quotes on that?
This Thornhill has actually got state bid.
They got it, okay.
That's the cheapest you're gonna find. is
Yeah.
On the
state bid.
150s?
Yes, yeah, because when we got quotes last year, they were 45,000 a piece. They got.
And that's what I budgeted was 45
Okay.
this year because we just knew that they were gonna be high, but didn't have a state bid.
I knew that 350 was gonna be that.
So, and the good thing happened here is because we had to go up to a 350, so it was a little bit more, but we had more projected for the 150s, which the savings of that, we're level back up.
And this is gonna go on our 7-year car rotation.
And the reason we're
So
getting
we're
good
still doing
pricing,
the 7 years, right?
on these bigger trucks, they go
Okay,
longer than that.
Let's,
Okay, but I thought we were cycling out on some, on.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, the bigger trucks like the 350 has a longer lifespan.
Right.
Now the F-150s
F-50s was shorter.
7 to 10
Yeah,
years.
7 to 10.
okay. None of your questions, anything else there? How about a motion? We want to go ahead and do this?
Yeah, you'll need to do them separately.
I'm making a motion that we, take the bid for the, both the 350 and the 2 F-150s from, Thornhill Ford.
And for the
We can do
record,
this all in one bid. They can't make us- It's all priced out, it's in a
I'll
contract.
second Chad's motion.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion on this? Because we had some side discussion going on here. It's something, our staff needs. Like you said, we have more people than we have trucks and so on, and we get outperforming for the public. We need to answer the call.
Right.
So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Haven't painted them blue.
They're already white, they're white. Unfortunately,
We don't want to go changing color. Take forever to get a term changed over.
we're getting confused with the city like we did this morning. But, yes, and for the record, the 2005 F-350 is $72,957. And then the price of the 2025 F-150 pickup trucks, they're $37,968 apiece. For the total for both is
They
$75,936.
capitalized, aren't they? It's in the program. Okay, let's move on to the next item.
All right, for consider invoice number 1,000 or
12817.
hold on my glass 12817 from City Mechanical for the purchase and installation of a chiller unit at the water treatment plant. This is part of the chiller unit replacement project here for the water treatment plant.
Still 200,000.
So this is a partial payment. So they're asking for amount due. The total amount due for it is 200,000. So the amount due right now is 110,000. This is to City
Covered?
Mechanical.
Yeah, we got
It's a capitalized investment. I mean, when we
It's in
cover
the
it.
budget.
Yeah, it's in the budget.
We're expensing this
24.
over a period of time.
I'll make a motion to approve the invoice.
A second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Did you say aye, sir?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. Aye.
Okay, moving on to General Manager's report of business matters. Water System Improvements Project Phase 3A. Turn it over to Bobby Tenney in the back.
Okay. We're still down to we just have two projects going on. Contract one is Northview. They have finished installing the main line on Gulf Avenue out to 24th. They finished new customer services on that line to 23rd. Once they get that line done, that's the last of the lines on that side of Northview, unless we're considering adding a line up on West Virginia. And then all they have left is move over to what we call Riverside, north section of Northview, to do some work there. They've made concrete street repairs on Henderson Avenue from 16th to 18th. I know we'd had a couple residential complaints about that section, so they jumped in and got that finished. They've made concrete sidewalk repairs on Williams Avenue, Hamill Avenue, and Pride Avenue. They are scheduled to, they'll finish those customer services on Gulf in the next week or so. They've got some concrete street repairs to do on Gulf. I actually think they started those today. They should finish those, if not tomorrow, first of the week. They're going to do, their asphalt crew will be back on, excuse me, on August the 3rd. We originally thought they were going to start milling and paving. They're actually going to get the trenches on Gulf, Pride, and Gould. Those are all under gravel, so we want to get all those in asphalt. Then they'll jump over to 16th Street, mill, and pave from 16th all the way down to 20th.
Curb to curb.
Curb to curb, the main streets and the side streets, so everything down to 20th will be in asphalt. I think they have the asphalt crew this time for the whole month of August. They've got some other obligations too. They're dedicated to that for the whole month of August. So they should get a good bit done.
Good deal, Bob.
Contract two is Staley. As you've seen, they're on Milford Street on 19. They've got that new line installed. They're up beyond Magnolia now. They're headed towards Hartman.
They're really moving along.
Yeah, they've been working, except for last night, they didn't work, but they've been working around the clock Monday to Thursday, and then day shift on Friday, just doing restoration work to their trenches. So they'll test that line up to Magnolia. I believe they've done that today. So all those, once they get that, they can make that line live and get those services tied in from Magnolia down to Liberty.
Can I ask a question about Milford? It's a pretty long street all the way clear down to the west end of Clarksburg. Are they going to clear down to the bridge by Vito's Pizza? Okay. Will they wait to get that entire project done before they do any paving? Or are they going, blacktopping or not?
I would think they would. I can't speak for them. I don't know. They like to get their paving done because that's a big
Big
ticket
income
number.
item.
Yeah, so if they can get a section, we get up past the park, maybe they will.
That's what I mean.
Get
Maybe
that
they
all
can do
paved.
the first section.
Yeah.
Because they're moving along really good.
Yeah.
I don't mean backhoes and stuff they have out there, but I
No,
mean,
they're moving along.
they're doing good.
They're clicking right there. Speaking of milling and paving, they milled Temple Terrace, Euclid, Coolidge Street, Nicholas Street, Hall Street, Carpenter Street, and Ridenhour Street. Temple is paved, was paved yesterday. All of the other streets that I named will be paved by Monday.
Really?
So that'll finish that section in there from the park kind of over.
All around the playground, all
Around the
through there.
playground over to Duff. They haven't done Duff yet. And we have a little bit to do on Ash. So it'll leave Ash, Woodland, going towards the pool side.
I'm so glad to see that happen, aren't you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always, it's a while, but everybody's, there's a procedure to go through. People get frustrated.
And they've done good. They're caught up on their gravel trench. Now I think they have less than 500 feet of gravel trench right now. So they've done
I hope
good
people
with that.
appreciate the work.
Yeah. So they're scheduled, they're going to continue on Milford. They're going to pave those streets that I had mentioned. And they have a concrete crew over there working daily, doing concrete repairs on sidewalks and curbs and such. Yard restoration is still lacking a little bit. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to do that in the heat of summer, but they are working on getting.
But they'll go back
topsoil
through
back
and-
in. Yeah, we'll be there.
I think I asked this last meeting, but I haven't looked, I haven't been up there on Ryder. Did they shut that valve off up on Ryder
No,
yet?
not yet.
It's still going out.
We've isolated, I think we're gonna test the valve on the old line at Waverly. If we can close it and keep pressure on John, then we can close it, and we think it'll kill they need to kill the valve on Ryder so they can build paving. It's the last street we have to do up in there. And then we've had a little bit of a base failure pop up on Waverly that we're gonna have to address. Once we get done hauling up asphalt up to Ryder, we'll come back down on Waverly. We're gonna mill that up and dig. I think it's just from the weight of the trucks going through there.
What part is that? Down at the lower
Right
end?
where you saw me yesterday.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, between Rodney and Temple, we've got
Yeah.
we put some cones around it, pretty good little
I
blister
saw that.
come up in the road. Yeah, it's just the weight of the
How
truck.
about the tie-in on Milford? Down at the bottom of the hill, huh?
At the end of Waverly?
Yeah, way into Waverly, onto Milford, because it's kind of rough through there.
Oh, when they pave Milford, they'll tie. Yeah, they left all those side streets short, so they'll pave them back in when they
Okay.
come up through there.
Because I noticed one of the pieces of equipment, they had it gouged out pretty good.
Yeah, they
You know,
put
they're
a little
removing
better
some.
patch in it, but yeah,
Sorry.
as they come up, they'll get 'em.
Okay,
I appreciate you doing that, but.
We'll do those tie-ins as we come up. We'll hit, we just done Magnolia. We tied into Magnolia. So that line that comes from the plant up Magnolia is now gonna feed out on the Milford.
great.
And when we get to Hartman, same thing. We'll tie it and then we'll just keep feeding out as we go.
Just as you go down through.
So the work that the contractor did, I know that it cost them like some spring water issues, with the water, with the springs.
Oh, yeah, the one in the back.
Yeah, did they figure that out, like, and how they're gonna fix that issue?
Yeah, I think the sewer's been up there, someone in that guy's backyard.
Yeah, we think it may be from the old line. And once we get that old line killed, then we'll revisit to see if that took care of the
It dries
issue.
it up.
Okay.
It may be from that old line on.
Oh, there's a lot of springs up there too. Anything else, guys? Okay, thank you, Bobby.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on.
All right, Doug, you're up, phase 3B.
3B, just churning away at it.
What's taking time to develop it? It's not.
Yeah, this again,
It's in works.
it is in works, we are working on the drafting part of it. This is, we're still months away from being able to turn you guys loose with a full set type of thing. So,
Now, I know Steve and one of your interns met with our guys last Thursday.
Yep.
So that was on, is that contract 3? So
Yeah,
you hammered through all that in a
yeah, we
couple
went
hours?
through and he took the copy back with him, and everything we went over, so he did everything he needed.
Says a very productive meeting, that's because I wasn't at it.
not surprising.
Okay, guys, let's move on because we have a lot of side conversations going. Let's go into the Second Street Pump Station. Is that okay, Mr. Manager?
I've got some actionable items here.
Some bills to pay?
Yes, this is under phase 3A.
Okay, good.
And it is for requisition 19, 20, and 21. And it's for the customer-led service line replacement, completed by Mid-State Plumbing and Air. Requisition 19 is for 6 services at $29,525. Requisition 20 is for 1 service line, that's for $3,400. Requisition 21 is for 2 services, $11,287.50.
So it's 19, 20, and 21.
Yes.
I make a motion that we approve all those 19, 20, and 21 to Mid-State
The
Plumbing.
Mid-State Plumbing, yeah.
I'll second that motion.
We have, if people watch this while we're moving along, it's because we get all this stuff in writing. We've got pictures of the checks and everything. So it seems like we're moving along, but we have all the information on our screens and so on. So ready to vote on this? All in favor of the motion as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now, can we go on?
All right, Second Street Pump Station project. Do you have anything that Casey gave you? So what's happening now is we have 304 Fence Company. They met with Bob and I after Thrasher's survey crew went up and marked the corners of our property up there. So they're going to get me a quote in, and I'll have it back to you all next meeting to go ahead and fence in everything up there.
Cyclone type fence, just
Because we have, it's 6 foot of chain link and then 2 foot of barbed wire.
Yeah.
Just like it's up there. And we're putting some gates in.
So-
they call them drop gates. So they'll be in 2 different places up there. So the front of the fence is going to be different, but the rest of it is going to be the same. So we're fencing in with a new pump station up there. And regarding the new pump station, EFI Solutions sent us an invoice that we are not going to pay until the damage to the building
is fixed.
Yes.
because they damaged it in shipping.
And Casey has been in contact with them and they know that there will be no payment issued until that building is fixed. The damage is transport.
And we can only expect no less than that.
Yeah.
Any questions, Paul? Chad?
And it is functioning as it was intended.
That's what Bobby said in the
Yes,
report, that
it
it's
is
working
functioning
fine.
very well.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, we already covered the TTHM removal project and there's no actionable items for that. The security enhancements project, phase 1, put a picture of
Doing good.
the drawing, the concept drawing for the dividing wall between the lobby and the operator's station. We'll probably need to have a side conversation with this. Maybe we'll do an executive session of some other ideas before we actually move on this project. We'll probably discuss that.
Looking really good. I like the lights there, enhance the thing a little bit. I wonder what genius did that. That's pretty good.
That would be me and AI.
You and AI. Okay.
And that's not Al.
What I like is,
It looks like Al when you type it in. AI.
yeah, I know it. I want the credit for it. AI. I do that all the time. Anyway, what I like about it, we are keeping the integrity of our architecture and kind of neat looking and so on. And people can look in and they can see little blinking lights on our equipment and whatever, you know. All right. We don't need to vote.
There's no actionable items on this. No, I just wanted
Okay.
to share the concept again
All right.
in front of you there. The lumber port interconnection project,
Mhm.
did he give you this? Or I'll just read off his email.
Just go ahead and read off.
Okay. So this is coming from Ryan Holcomb.
Yeah.
He just sent this afternoon. And this is the update. It says, Jason, as discussed earlier today, Doug will present the planning agreement, which is right there in front of you. And you also have it on.
That's what this is.
Yes, you also have it in your packet for the project at today's meeting. Okay. Also, I took a brief look at the TRC. I have no idea what that means.
What is TRC?
Technical Review Committee.
Okay. Comments for the project to be heard. This is next week on Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. And there was not one technical comment to note, which is impressive.
Yep.
That's impressive. They always have something to say, but there was no comments made. So job well done. Which is great. There was, however, a slight variation in the funding eligibility that was proposed. And the DWTRF loan will need to increase from 2 million to 2.5. Again, that's 1% for 30 years. Slight increase in loan amount, but honestly, pretty negotiable difference in the grand scheme of things here. Thanks, Ryan Holcomb. Okay, so you're up to bat then for the task order number 14.
Which one is that?
That's for the lumber port interconnection project.
So again, that is just one which will be there next Tuesday at the Infrastructure and Job Development Council to answer any questions that they have. This is the water line coming through short line and tying into the lumber port project. So, pretty straightforward. I think we've talked about this on multiple occasions. And what you have in front of you is simply the planning document to present to them for that work. There will be another document coming down the road, which is for the engineering and that part of it. But right now, we wanted to get through this part of it, get it approved by the Infrastructure and Jobs Development Council before we go any further.
So when you guys take a look at this, are you looking at just one route? Are you looking at Bennett's Run versus Trans Run, or is it kind of?
I think, and again, Ryan has had most of this, and I'm kind of looking at it at the 10,000 foot layer, but my memory of this is there have been multiple looks at it already.
Yep.
And in which direction to go. And I think that is, and I don't know which one that is. I apologize for that.
I think Bennett's Run is the
Yeah.
one.
And so that selection has already been
That's what we're
made.
looking at, finally,
We'll
Bennett's Run.
typically go in there. Now, as part of the document that we present to, and I'll shorten that to IJDC, Jobs and Infrastructure Council, is we will present that in the form that it shows those different alternates and why one was selected over the other.
Gotcha.
I noticed when I looked through this, there's a lot of things that says to be amended, to be amended, to be amended.
Yeah.
Explain that to me.
Absolutely. A lot of times what we do, we put all of the things that are going to potentially occur in the project to get it from the very beginning to the turnkey part of this. And we could all put numbers in there today. So let's just say I could call out engineering and tell you, hey, engineering on this project today is going to be $200,000. But I really don't know that until we get into the nuts and bolts of it. And what I don't want to do, because being a businessman, I'm going to have to give you a safe number on that.
Yeah.
What I'd much rather do is know exactly what our scope is going to be. Then we sit down with Jason, negotiate those numbers. And so we do those things to be determined at a later point once we know exactly what that scope is. Again, trying to be fair to both you and us in this process.
Well, we're always concerned about our ratepayers' money and so on, as you know, that's our mission too.
Yes, sir.
And so when there's questions like this, we just know what direction we're going. And I know it's complex. All these things are very complex.
Yeah.
And you don't have all the numbers and figures right off the bat, so.
Right.
Now, will these future, we got another task order, so task order 15, is this going to be amended to task order 14?
This will all be under task order 14 with amendments coming to that. So your next one will be task order 14 with amendment number 1, amendment number 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's what I thought, just wanted to clarify.
Yep.
And for the record, that is, this is for study and report phase.
Yes.
$30,000 lump sum.
I saw the figures that we're voting on today.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's kind of a fixed cost in that part.
It is. And that's a pretty, honest guys, that's a pretty standard, unless it's a super complicated one.
Well, I was looking at all the tasks to be done. I think it's I'm not an engineer, but it seemed like it's pretty reasonable. Well, guys, any questions? Paul, do you have any questions on this? Chad?
No.
Okay, we need to vote on this.
I'll make a motion to approve task order number 14 in the amount of $30,000.
I second that.
Okay, so we've had a lot of discussion beforehand. Normally you have a motion, then do discussion, but we do it backwards. So anyway, motion's on the floor. Any further discussion? I'm not hearing anything. We're ready to vote on it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries unanimous. Okay, and I sign these things. I'll sign this right this minute.
You can sign that.
Yeah, seemed to be in a hurry for me to sign it when you brought it up.
I just want to make sure I got it in front of me, didn't get mixed up in my paperwork.
Okay. All right, let's move on to the expansion project. Is that?
Water treatment plant expansion project, do you have any updates on that? Of where you're at?
We're working on putting together a schedule for that of what parts we're going to do. We're going to do that right now. I don't have that in front of you to do that, so I'll get that to you shortly.
Okay, any questions, guys? Okay, let's go on to the Shins Run at Summit Park Water Line Improvement.
Yes, this is a new one.
Yeah.
This project's called Shins Run and Summit Park Water Line Improvements Project.
This is out beyond White Oaks and the hospital out that way.
That is correct. This is all of Summit Park, doing improvements to Summit Park.
Yeah.
Remember when we took that over, Thrasher informed us, and so did the general manager over there, that they were working on a project for Summit Park.
Yeah, I remember.
We sat down with Joshua Riffle and Steve Haynes there a couple weeks ago. And I had Mr. Barnett and Mr. Burns up here, and our staff engineer, Tom Brown, and we were looking at that system over there. And Mr. Barnett said, that whole system's PVC. So I'm not sure why we're worrying about line replacements over there. And we found out what the problem is over there is all the saddles that were put in there, I think back in the 70s or whatever, were all steel saddles. If you look down in here, I actually have a copy of the application that went in there. And you will see where it was funny, just as soon as we had that meeting, what was it, 2 days later, we got a call over there. And one of the service saddles brought it off.
So it's acidic soil and so on.
Oh, it's
My
gone.
water, some of my acid mine.
Oh, it's gone, ate up.
They
bad.
eat the metal up.
So the project that was about $8 million now is a lot less, because all we're doing now is replacing all the service saddles over there. We're leaving the main lines fine.
Because they're PVC.
Yeah, so we're replacing all the service saddles. There's some AC line on Bridgeport Hill that we're gonna have to replace. And maybe some valves and things like that over there. And some old hydrant stuff over there. But outside of that system's in good shape. You know, it's just all these service saddles and things like that is.
But that's Summit Park.
That's
But
Summit
the other
Park.
thing's down by the FBI over the hill.
Shin's Run. Now help me with this, because I'm not too familiar out there. So this line goes from there at Cherry Dove Drive, right?
Yeah.
And goes down, is that 707?
707.
So
So
it
it's
goes
down
down
to
to
Saltwell Road.
It
And
goes
then
down
makes
to
a right.
Saltwell Road. It's about a little over a mile, I believe. Is that right? A little over a mile. And there's another picture of a
And it's
line.
all PVC.
No, it is, it is cheap ductile iron pipe that was put in 1995. It has pit holes in it. Well, I won't speak for it. Tell them how bad it is out there.
But we've been out there probably almost 6 times in 1 month. It's just eating holes and blowing the line up.
It's all brittle and bad.
It's the same thing. It's mine water eating it. And it's just it blows holes in it.
And thin, that pipe is so thin. And it's got pit holes, so you replace it here and you're back the next day, replace it right next
Usually
door.
if we fix one leak there, we're back 2 other times before we finally get it to settle out for a while.
So this is what they call an AMLR project. What does that stand for, AMLR?
I knew you was
It's
It
gotta
has to
be,
do with mine.
it's gotta be
mine.
an abandoned mine.
Mine.
It is, it's just a different pot
Lands.
of money from the same group of people. So it has different rules attached to it, what can be used. It doesn't necessarily, it's not necessarily with abandoned mine land per se being direct. You just have to have an abandoned mine land in the area. And so it's a different pot of money. It's different rules as to whether or not the DEP mining group has to administer that, or whether they allow engineers to do that. So they're just some different rules.
Is this similar to Snake Hollow? So
Very, very
sort of.
similar, very similar, just again, a different pot of money.
Because I see we made an application
Yes, we did.
with whatever that is. And
It's AMLR, just like we said.
What
The
size line
grant,
is that?
I don't know.
We do it.
We're out.
Oh, shit.
16 inch.
how much?
Part of 16 and it goes to 12 inch.
Why is it so big? Because of the economic of the businesses.
I'm not sure why it's big. That's what they put in 95.
that's back when they put the
But,
FDIC.
I mean, we're supplying Shinston.
Well, that's out.
Yeah, we got
Bridgeport.
Shinston, Bridgeport, so a
Tri
lot,
County.
Yeah, I know you go to Bridgeport.
A lot of area.
Tri County.
It was
Tri
most,
County.
it was most likely installed by government money, so government money go big.
Yeah.
And they probably had to do some initial fire flow projections off of that, is my guess. So. surprising
There's not that many customers.
No, there's just a handful.
Just a
probably
handful of
15
people.
Maybe.
I
something.
saw this
down there.
400 some people. That's basically probably Summit Park and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good thing for us, that really gives this a lot of accolades when they go to evaluate this, is our resale customers, Shinston, Tri-County,
Yeah,
and Bridgeport.
yeah.
That's what that line's feeding, which is very important for those, resale customers in those areas. So I think we have a really good project put together here, because this is the whole grant application is called Abandoned Mine Land Economic Revitalization AMLR Program
Mhm.
application. Economic, well, that out there is developable land out there. And like I said, you're feeding Bridgeport, which is growing. Tri-County, again, they have it goes clear over into Taylor County. Then you got Shinston, just on that little leg of our system out there. So
Shinston, could we actually feed the city of Shinston from there?
we feed this side of their system.
I know, but could we actually force it to them? Because
Oh,
one
yeah,
time
we
there
could.
was some question, I remember there was some issue going on. They said, oh, maybe we could get our water from Fairmont. For an
Probably so.
emergency.
I think they could.
So you spearheaded a grant for this?
Yes, this grant is for $3,710,000, and there is no match on this. This is a 100% grant.
So it's in the works to get this done.
That's
And there's
great.
my cover letter, 2-page cover letter.
But everything on this side is okay, feeding white oaks, the FBI, all that kind of stuff. That's not affected by this.
As it appears now, is that's outside of this potential MAL area.
And for what it's worth, the reason you didn't hear about this before is that the deadline on this was July 10th to get these applications in. And so in order to just make sure it happened, we went ahead and did the application on your behalf, got it in.
Well,
Well,
we
it's
had,
real money,
but
it's
we
great,
did
yeah.
have prior discussion on
Yes.
this.
Right,
We had discussed it, we knew the issue,
right.
but the deadline was looming and you guys took care of it to get the
Yeah.
application in.
Yeah.
Free money.
Okay, what do we have to do on
You
this
know,
other than
if
approve
we had
it?
to spend money, we'd have to call
Yeah,
special meetings.
exactly.
Yeah, I can't commit money.
Well, what action does this require? Is this just more explanatory?
I just want you to officially approve still this application
For the grant.
to the DEP.
I'll make a
Yeah.
motion to approve.
Yeah, second that.
He's made a motion to approve the application for this funding and so on. And there was a second duly made by Chad. Ready to vote on it? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Let's move right on.
I'll do all these applications. You all can look, you can see the
Group
pictures.
Medicare plans next, right?
I thought we already did the Medicare.
No, this is for our retirees.
Oh, okay.
We have to do this every year.
I had it pinned, so-
Okay, so this is our Humana,
Which one?
what do they call that plan we have, Jason? Humana Medicare group plan. And last year, our premium, and this is for our retirees, it's not for any active. So last year, it was $257.22. So they increased it about $10.25, which is about 4%. So the 2027 premium is $267.47. Again, that's an increase of $10.25 per retiree.
That won't take effect until January.
January 1, 27, that's correct. I recommend approval.
I make a motion that we approve the 2027 Humana Group Medicare Advantage Plan for the retirees in the amount of $267.47 per retiree.
I'll second the check motion.
And this plan here was put in place because of the Kroger's plan that they had before, and the Kroger's plan,
It's getting out of hand.
it was getting out of hand, very out of
It's
hand.
getting out of
And this
Saved a
was
bunch
the
of
best
money.
way to save, this was the biggest savings was through Humana
Okay,
for these
we have a
retirees.
motion on the floor. There's savings involved. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next thing is general manager's evaluation. We do that.
That'll be done.
That'll be an executive session. Are we at the end of the meeting as far as actionable items and everything?
Actionable items, I want to, you all have any reports or comments that you want to?
Don't have any? Anybody out in the audience want to speak? Speak now, or forever hold your peace until the next meeting. Anybody else?
The only report I have, and I have it in here,
Any comments?
the only thing I have to report is two things. What we talked about, the expansion tank reimbursement program. I've got a draft that I sent it over to Stephen. I think you're going to look at it and throw some darts at it. I recommended $300. That seems to be an average.
For expansion?
That's for the expansion and the install.
Okay.
Or actual cost that's less than that. So
Which
they
is
can
like
send
60,
themselves
$70, $800, about $80.
$80 to $100. So if they bring in their receipts.
I do have a question about like, did we get any more information about thoughts about that, at the end of that alley where they,
Where the
dug
bricks-
up? Yeah, the
Where the
bricks.
bricks-
Yeah.
I've mentioned that a half a dozen times. It's on their list.
Okay, so when they, but again, before they
Yeah, I-
cut them loose over there, we have a punch list.
I know there's a punch
Well,
bowl, but
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, they'll go through,
Yeah.
they'll go through the process and do it.
Yeah, they'll get it knocked down, but it's just.
I've been a real nice guy, a great worker, Ben Jabler,
I'll get one there. See what workers they got.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy.
I believe Barry is going to replace that post according to our last meeting we had with them. They're going to replace the post.
Right. Okay,
Then the last thing I have is, it's one of the goals that you set for me when I first started here. But of course, the thing called lead started, so it's kind of been put on the back burner. So get ready to contract with Mind Merge Design to update our early 2000s website to a more modern, more functional, user-friendly, and a lot of resources on that site. So we Met with them on Tuesday.
This is our webpage.
Yes, it's embarrassing, but we're going to get it updated.
Okay.
It's within my price range, but I'm going to go, he needs to get started on this because it's going to be several months before we can get it up. And I'd like to start the new year out with a nice webpage. And we've checked several prices. The cheapest price is $20,000 to revamp it because you're going to start from scratch. And that's what websites cost, between $25,000 and $30,000. This is actually a very good price. So
I think that we discussed that with some different things. So right now we're using Cloud's software or
No, that's
building.
that's Bill.
oh, this is just
This is our website,
This
our
is our
webpage.
This is our website.
Okay, so I'm
But the
familiar how much.
ClarksburgWater.com.
I'm just unfamiliar how much
Yeah,
website costs.
yes.
That's the price of $20,000.
Yeah, they're expensive.
I like this, the simplification of it, to have it, ClarksburgWater.com, like we have or whatever.
Yeah, no, none of
Easy,
that
people can
changes.
read, something people can remember. It's.
Yeah, none of that'll change.
Okay.
The address, yeah, the only thing that's going to change.
Can we
is the
give you a
hosting.
consensus? We need, do we have to vote on this?
Yeah, I'll put this back.
You don't have anything to vote on.
He's got the authority, but still,
Yeah.
I think,
But I will bring this back for an official.
I think managers have authorities, but good managers at least tell us what's going on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
But I will put this on the agenda for official ratification at the next meeting. Absolutely. I'll
Okay.
never- you all give me permission to do that, but I'm going to get your permission. Anyway.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You just wanted to make sure with it, by
Yeah,
consensus.
I'll let you know, and you'll be very impressed.
Okay.
If you want to look at the Clarksburg Utility Board, you want to look at
Which one?
Look at theirs, Clarksburg
Yeah.
Utility Board. It's going to be the same company that designed theirs. Very impressed.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, guys, for the good of the cause? All right, let's go to a motion to go into our executive session, and here they are. Read it all. Dad, you want to read it?
I'm a reader today.
Yeah, they can't read it. Oh, you're right here.
Move to go to executive session under pending litigation, police matters.
Okay. And there's the chapter and code is 694A for attorney-client privilege. We got it all in there. All right, there's a motion on the floor, and present, we want who?
Chad.
The board members and yourself.
Al, Paul, Tim, and Doug, and
Okay,
myself.
okay. All righty.
That's it.
All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries, folks. That's it.
That's
Rest of you want to go bye-bye?
Everything.